Instead, they recommend other forms of pain management, which could include alternative medicine or a non-opioid pain medicine like ibuprofen. It's not just what the shooters are doing while they're here, it's what they're leaving behind. The shells of their former targets. Pumpkins, glass bottles, and here, the remnants of an old TV. Now, Pomerel is quick to point out all this new snow isn't just good for them, because this powder will melt, filling up these empty canals and bringing that water straight to the field. Truckers tell me in these conditions, make sure your lights are on. That makes it easier for them to see you when they check their mirrors. Even though there's no visible connection, when I press the button, it changes what you see. But instead of turning on your favorite show, it changes the lights in the intersection from red to green.
And tell me, does that look like the ring?
That is exactly the ring.
Ta-da!
You had it in the box the whole time, didn't you?
Well, that's what some people say.
Ron Wallace finished off dinner his usual way, a cigarette in his front yard.
I've been here for 12 years, and it's always been a nice neighborhood.
His view was the same as today, his neighbor's house. Now, quiet. A change from the night before.
Notice the neighbor flung her door open and comes screaming out, "Help me, I've been stabbed. Dear God, help me, I've been stabbed."
Wallace said he took action, bringing her to his front porch to try and stop the bleeding, which he said covered her from her neck down her arm. She sat in this chair, as she said.
"Just take me to the hospital. I'm going to bleed out. I'm going to die." And I said, "You're not going to die. We're going to call 911. They'll be here in a minute."
Police cars blocked the road as they investigated the home. They found 33-year-old Philip Wolf inside and took him into custody. But as the police worked, the ambulances were stuck up the road, so Ron took action again. Ron and another officer picked up the woman and carried her down the road where she could meet ambulances here to take her to the hospital.
I don't think I need any recognition, any of that.
He said the world
I'm just trying to help a neighbor.
Needs more of that. Neighbors looking out for neighbors.
I just hope she's fine. I just pray to God that she's doing fine.
All right, what's happening?
When she's not in Boise,
In a minute.
you can find Sally Toon at the park.
All right, Trip.
I babysit every Thursday, have since I retired, and today's Thursday.
Her other job, besides grandma,
Okay, swing.
is state representative.
There you go.
One of 32 female legislators in Idaho.
And that is unprecedented in the state.
Another is Michelle Stennett, the Senate Minority Leader. They and the other women make up about 30% of the legislature as a whole, which places Idaho as 12th in the nation for female representation. Stennett and Toon both had similar reactions to the news.
Yay! Yay. That's a good thing.
They say they both want to see improvement. Diversity in representation can lead to diversity of thought.
I'd love to see it 50-50, because that's the whole essence of the citizen legislature. You have points of view, and the best solutions are in the middle.
But 50-50 could be a ways off. The top state, Vermont, is at 40%.
Up the stairs.
Though they aren't there yet, they don't question the respect they get at the state house,
All right.
male or female.
Are you ready?
To them, getting a 50-50 split just means another voice in the conversation.
And it is important, because my voice counts just as much as anybody else's.
Amy Reid,
You're in good shape. You're my butterfly.
KMVT Local 11 News. At Cars for You,
It should be okay.
their trailer
We're loaded to the T.
spills over with supplies for Houston.
It's going to be an interesting, quick trip.
They packed up on Thursday, ready to drive boxes of blankets, clothes, water,
That's the only bag of toys we're taking.
and toys,
It's just something that we found in our heart to do.
helping others who've lost it all.
We actually had 3 of our family members lost their homes, lost everything.
This is what we're about, you know what I mean? Family over everything, so whatever we can do to help out, we help out.
Even after their life
Things happen for a reason, and
gets turned upside down.
we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
Their business of 6 years will close.
Probably most people would change their mind of going because of the expense, now being without a job. But, where one door closes, another one opens, and and we got to move ahead.
So the trip goes on,
They're on their way to Florida.
setting an example for his family.
I mean, I'm proud of him, you know. I look up to him, and he likes to help people out a lot, you know, and that's something that I'm trying to do myself, you know what I mean?
While passing on his gratitude for life.
And if I can help that person better themselves, that's a blessing.
Amy Reid, KMVT Local 11 News.